Live, cooking up a really nice Wednesday for us.
SA Live starts right
now.
Today on SA Live, hi-ya! We learn the art of self-defense from the only official licensee of Krav Maga worldwide in San Antonio. Argenta Biostrowski is kicking butt and taking names. Plus, it's a fusion of flavors. We taste the menu from a new restaurant combining cuisine from Mexico and Cuba. Swim season is here. How your infants and toddlers can learn survival skills in the water to help keep them safe. It's all today on SA Live.
Celebrating 10 years, live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
It is elementary, my dear Watson, that we are celebrating Sherlock Holmes Day. The date was chosen because it's the birthday of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of the great Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, and did you know that Sherlock never actually says elementary, my dear Watson?
No, I don't know that.
While the detective says elementary and my dear Watson several times, he never puts the two together in the pages of Doyle's books. Do you have a favorite detective?
Oh gosh, the Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot is always good.
Who?
He pronounces it in French. It's like Hercule Poirot.
I have a favorite detective.
Oh, okay.
You know.
This ought to be good.
What? There he is. Yes. That is my favorite detective. Look at him go.
From our Halloween show last year.
Yes.
Look at it. Now, is that not the sign of confidence in a good detective right there? Yes, indeed.
Great wardrobe. Oh, good afternoon. I'm Fiona Gorostiza.
Once again, I missed the morning meeting, and this is what happens. I'm Mike Osterhage. All right, we are going to leap into nothing that is a mystery, but some furry, scaly friends and all that.
Yes, joining us is Amanda Winter, founder and lead animal specialist of Once in a Wild. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So
Happy to be
see
back.
You have brought an array of animals.
I have a buffet, if you will.
Yes. This is just an example of what you can bring to schools, events, homes,
All
right?
kinds of things. Yeah,
and we're starting over here.
So this, of course, is Sandor. He's back again. He's our Flemish giant rabbit, probably one of our most popular animal. I can definitely see why. And Mike, you're doing a great job with Sandor.
He is so good with animals. He's like a little animal whisperer.
Yes.
I
So-
know, 100%.
Flemish giant. So how big is he? Full grown now?
He is. He is 5 years old. He turned 5 this last spring. And their lifespan can be up to around 10 or 12. So he is full grown, but he weighs about 18 pounds. They can weigh up to 25 pounds as a breed.
And being
When he's done.
of that size, how far can they jump? Is it?
I have never measured his jumping length, but I do know rabbits in the wild can actually jump about 9 feet across and 6 feet high or more, but him probably up on the couch and take a nap.
Do they make good pets like regular rabbits?
I do think rabbits make great pets for the right family. You just have to take really good care of them and keep them indoors out of this Texas heat.
Okay.
Yes. He's gorgeous.
Yes. Okay, and who do we have here?
Those are our guinea pigs. We actually have 6 guinea pigs at Once in a Wild and 2 rabbits, by the way. This is Iggy and Billy Joe today.
Okay, the hair is fantastic.
I was going to say, they look like a Pantene commercial.
He sure does. Both of them really look really nice today, including Sandor too.
Look at that.
So Iggy has the long hair. He is a Peruvian breed guinea pig, and the other one is Billy Joe. He's an Abyssinian guiney pig breed. So they have different coats.
Do make fantastic pets. We used to have some years ago when our boys were little, and they loved them, and they kind of, they'll cuddle up to you, and they'll sort of.
Yes, they're very social animals, as are rabbits. I think for the right family, they make excellent little pets. They are domesticated as well, which helps. Their upkeep is kind of high. They are very messy animals, but if you're down for that, then they make great pets for you.
Yeah, because you have to maintain their hair, if you will.
Look at him doing it himself.
Yes.
Washing his own little face.
They do help out. And then, of course, just like with rabbits, they need to gnaw on something,
yes,
right,
they do
to
have
file their
ever-growing
teeth.
Yep, their incisors in the front are going to be ever-growing with a root attached, so they just keep growing and growing and growing.
I don't know if you can see it here,
and
but
they have to chew.
He is nothing but cowlicks. I mean, look at that.
Yes,
That is,
they're called rosettes on the breed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, correct.
What a nice way to say
That's a much better way.
Yes,
You can call your own cowlicks at home rosettes if you like.
Okay, And who do we have here speeding in?
Look who we have speeding in. It is Shelton John. You're welcome to pick him up and show him off if you want to. He is really sweet.
Hi,
Shelton John is a red-footed tortoise, hence the red feet, of course. a species from South America and Central America. Isn't he gorgeous?
Oh my gosh, look at that coloring on his
So
feet.
pretty.
And like
Oh, he knows
tortoises,
it. He
he's
knows
got
it.
a long life ahead of him,
He
right?
sure does. I think tortoises do also make decent pets for the right family, but you have to be ready for about a 70-year commitment for these guys.
Wow.
Long time. They are very wonderful, though. Very social, very sweet. He will definitely be at a lot of events coming up as well. And he can actually feel his shell being touched. So when you touch him and pet him on his shell or even give him a little back scratch, he really appreciates that.
Oh, he's rolling
Really?
on tight. I
They
think
sure
he's trying
can
to-
feel it. It's part of their body.
He's trying to
Mhm.
climb.
It's just really strong. It helps to protect them, but it is part of it.
Okay.
Something that most people don't know.
There you go. There you
And
go. Okay.
next,
Shall we meet Debbie next? Debbie is a bearded dragon. You're welcome to pet her as well.
Debbie's like posing for Vogue right now.
I know, she's gorgeous. Debbie is wonderful.
She's got this down. Okay.
Another
Hi,
popular
Debbie.
pet as well, when it comes to lizards, they're a popular pet. Bearded dragon. They're actually native to Australia. And they do get their name from this beautiful beard, which is not hair, but scales, of course.
Oh my goodness. Ooh,
Gorgeous.
Oh yes. Oh, you know
They're very
it.
friendly.
You know it, Debbie.
Do you see her ears on the side of her head? They do have excellent hearing and
gosh,
all
yes,
5 senses.
right there, right?
That is one of her ears, correct?
My gosh.
okay, last but not least,
Oh, of course. Speaking of an animal that actually can't hear, this is a ball python. This is Princess, and she's a snake. And all snakes have no ears, actually. Ball pythons are called ball python because they curl up in a ball. Would you like to hold her? Sure. You love Princess.
This is where my
Pass it
facts
down.
up.
Oh,
Okay.
no. So if they can't hear, it's strictly by what, sensing
So
heat
they
or something?
don't have a sense of hearing and they don't have a sense of taste. So they have all 3 of the rest senses. They can feel vibrations if sounds are loud enough, or if they're touching the ground and there's somebody stomping by or something like that. Or if you hold her up to your chest, she can probably feel your vibrations. But they can see and they can smell, and they smell with their tongue.
Don't point the snake
Princess is
at
a
me,
very
please.
sweet
So-
animal. A lot of
Look
people
into
don't like
her
snakes,
eyes.
but they get a bad rep for no reason.
And this is, I mean, the perfect example of the range of animals you have. About how many different species do you have?
We have about 60 species and about 100 individuals in our collection at Once in a Wild. You can pick and choose which animals visit you in your classroom, your birthday party, whatever event may be. And we're bringing a lot of animals to our event coming right up on Sunday, this Sunday, whatever date that is. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Sunday, the 26th.
Thank you, Fiona. And that's going to be at Jumpy Land. We're going to have a whole bunch of activities for the kiddos of all ages. All ages are welcome, but for kids 10 and under, they can go enjoy the Jumpy activities and what are those called? The bouncy houses.
Bouncy houses.
And we're also going to have all kinds of animal activities like a petting zoo, a meet and greet, and animal presentations for you
And
guys.
not only for kids, because corporate
All
events,
ages,
offices,
yeah.
you can come to those too.
What's
sure
the most
can.
popular animal that corporate would like to have at their place? you
It
think?
depends on what they would like to theme the event with. So for Halloween, we bring all kinds of creepy crawlies. For animal therapy, we bring Sandor and the guinea pigs and Shelton, Debbie, and even Princess sometimes. Just depends.
Don't
We'd
point
love
the
to see you
snake at me.
there.
I'm doing good for right now.
Yes,
Just
she's like blending into my dress.
I'll stick with the little bunny
Perfect.
rabbit. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
For
you,
more
Sandor.
information on Once in a While, just head to salive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided a link, or just scan the QR code on your screen. Well, this summer is, of course, a great time to consider taking some indoor self-defense classes.
And what's great is STW Self-Defense San Antonio is offering up classes for everyone, including moms and kids. And we sent our, don't put the snake by me, please. Really? Jen,
Jen can't
I'll toss
help
it to you.
Jen!
Yes, guys. It's summer, right? That means crime is up, statistically speaking. So we can all be at risk of maybe facing some type of encounter that we don't want to. So I have Pete Hardy here with me, and we're talking some.
You're in the parking lot.
Yep.
You have your child. Kidnappings are up. Abductions are up. Here comes the bad guy. He's coming after you. You
Stop.
gotta fight.
Get out of here.
Gotta
Stop.
fight. Stay in the fight. Get in front of that. Get in front. Get in front. Fight. Come on. Keep striking.
Oh, sorry. Okay. He told me to keep going. All right. Thank you. He's got gear on, by the way. Pete, tell me what I did wrong and what you're supposed to do. You said get in front, right?
Yes, this is a bad situation to be in, but if it's going to be abduction, they're kidnapping you or either kidnapping your child or both of you, this is where you have to fight. okay? Because if I'm the bad guy and I can get around and get your child, then I can get you to do anything that I want you to do at that point.
True.
So you are going to fight in front of this carriage, and you're going to fight for your life and your baby's life, and like that mama tiger.
Yes.
You're going to go for eye gouges, especially if you got fingernails. You're going to go for the throat, try to gouge, palm strikes going to the nose, and the thing that's always forgotten about is that kick to the groin.
Yes.
It is always available because attackers come with a big, bold, open stance, and so you want to just start going after that groin, and if you fold them, then they're going to bring their face down to you, right? You can get some good eye gouges, nose strikes, and possibly throat strikes at the same time.
You're right. They don't walk like this to you, so
Exactly.
You're right.
You got that big open gate.
If they just want my purse, Pete, let's do that one really quick.
Give it up, but be prepared that they're still going to keep coming. Okay? That's where people make the mistake, that I'm going to give them my personal item and I'm out, but now they take it, and then now they're going to maybe beat you just for principle's sakes, all right? Okay. So now it's the same thing. You come out, right? You come in the front. You want to get in front.
Stop! Get out of here! Take it! Go! Get out of here! Get out of here! So you got to yell and be loud.
Yes. Yeah, but be careful not to strike.
Sorry.
Okay? If he just wanted, well, here's the reason why. He just wanted your purse. Now you jump up and hit him. Now the mindset could have changed.
Yeah.
It's like, lady, all I
Maybe
wanted
not.
with your purse, there was no reason to get it. You know, it's just, you don't know how a criminal's mindset is. So if they want the purse, here it is. Take it, get away, get away. You've got my purse, go. You're screaming loud enough. Hopefully you'll get some assistance at that point. But don't chase after him because you went all the way to here
Left my baby alone.
left your baby
Sorry,
there.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of baby, we're going to do another exercise over here. We've got something very common. You put the kid in the car.
So abduction, kidnapping is a big thing right now. Same thing, summer people get crazy, and so now you have Chris putting her baby in the car, and she's immediately attacked at that point. So she's going to rotate around and fight as much as she can, and she's going to fight inside that space and time. All right. So this is the space Chris has to protect. Okay, she can't leave this space between here and here.
Yes.
So as long as she can strike, she's going to keep striking. She can use palm strikes. You don't want to use closed fists in that situation, especially if you're a novice fighter, because you're going to end up breaking your hand in a life-threatening situation. So you can use what we call palm strikes, right? Palm strikes, sending your fingers in, same thing. Eye gouges are great. Throat gouges to the trachea. If they can't see, they can't breathe, they can't hurt you. But the same thing, you always have those groin kicks available, but you must protect this space at all costs. So slowly.
You showed me earlier to hold on to something too. Can we show that? Because we've got 30 seconds.
Yep, you
the
can.
way she's supposed to turn, that's very important.
Right.
It's a good
so
tip.
when she's inside the car, putting the baby inside, and the minute she feels that, she's going to sort of wrap her head, because she's got to break this grip to get turned around.
Yep.
So she's going to spin around as hard as she can to get herself squared up to the opening of the car. And then she's going to start looking for openings to the face, to the groin. She can kick, she can knee, whatever's available there to defend this space. If she feels that he gets a hold of her and dragging her out, then she's going to get a hold of something, and now she has to start going to legs because she has both hands tied up.
Protecting her little one, not leaving that. You did great. You did great. Like I said, very nice guy here.
Yeah, you got to fight. That's the key.
Yes.
You got to keep striking.
Yes.
You got to keep fighting to give him a reason not to want to be there, because they wanted to get in and get out as fast as possible.
Yes.
So the longer you fight, the safer you're going to be, and hopefully you'll get some people to come assist you at that point as well.
Loud
okay?
is key
Yes,
too.
loud.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's really scary even just doing this exercise, Mike and Fiona, but such great tips and also little things that you can do just to protect yourself, right? How much energy does it take? I'm sorry, really quick.
In a real fight for life, in 30 seconds, you'll burn about 5 hours of energy.
5 hours of energy when you're fighting for your life, guys. So we've got more tips. They have more classes coming up that we're going to talk about. Yes, thank you. Back to you. Woo.
Yeah, great. That is fantastic information. And if you would like more information on STW Krav Maga, of course, head over to SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, scan that QR code right there on the screen. All right, when SA Live continues, swimming lessons for infants. We show you how to keep your kids safe at the busy swimming pools this summer.
And it's a fusion of flavors. A Mexican-Cuban restaurant is creating a combination of the food from both places with a twist of their own. We bite into it next on SA Live. It's a cuisine combination from two great countries, Mexico and Cuba. And here with us is Ian Sam, owner and partner of Paladar Fusion Mexico Cuba.
And joined by Chef Arturo Villegas, who's going to tell us about all these fusion flavors. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for being here. Mouth-watering, delicious. What'd you bring?
Okay, we brought three plates. The first one over here is going to be our sandwich paladar. That is our version of our Cuban sandwich, but part of the fusion. Then we're going to have like some telera bread from Mexico, Oaxaca cheese, avocado, and the pork lechon, cooking Cuban style with sour orange. Over here we have the flautas de lechon, right over here. They're flautas made with pork, the same pork that we use for the sandwich paladar, with some fried plantain on the side. And we usually put a little green sauce too on the side, just for the presentation.
And last but not least, and this is the dish that Chef is making right now. This looks absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to dig in.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, that is the tuna salvaje. He's searing right now the tuna as we presented over there on the plate. We add some avocados, a bit of sliced mangoes, and a sauce that we call it blood sauce, but it's similar to a ponzu, limey and spicy.
Not too hot, but it's got a little tang to it, just a little bit of a kick. So, all right, how do you determine what flavors you're going to fusion together? So,
the some ingredients and elements and recipes is similar in both countries.
And so it just kind of complements each other nicely. And so, how did it come about, the restaurant?
Well, it's a short but not important idea. We just got the place, thought about something like maybe just a Cuban restaurant because his brother-in-law and my father are Cubans. Then we were always like craving Cuban food. But we said like, we're not gonna leave outside our Mexican heritage. Then we decided to blend it together, and he came with some great ideas for the plates. And it just happened. It just happened basically.
Do you have any favorite dishes?
Yeah, of course. On the menu we have arroz cremoso that we didn't brought it today. Flautas are amazing, but I'll go with the next one on the fusion that is a posta de huachinango, that is like a red snapper fillet with fufu de plátano. That is something pretty similar to smashed plantains, green plantains.
And what about you?
For me, the tuna salvaje.
The one
that Mike is devouring right now? Yes.
And this is like a perfect kind of a summer dish because it's just light enough, but it almost has a feel like it's not just an appetizer meal with that little spiciness, the flavor, but it doesn't, I mean, like I said, it's not heavy. And then all the nice little light mixed greens on top and a little avocado. Okay, y'all talk amongst yourselves there. This is, I'm enjoying this.
If someone's looking for Cuban food, right? Okay, and what else is on the menu? What would you tell them?
Okay, for traditional Cuban food, we have a couple of plates like congri con masitas and ropa vieja. Both are really, really traditional from Cuba. Then if they want to find something more like traditional, they can go and pick those two plates. But the fusion that we create has like elements in the plates from Cuba. Then they're not like separate from the idea.
Right. Okay.
Do you have any specials?
Specials, well, usually we're right now BYOB, then it's something cool, happy for everybody.
Yes, bring it.
Okay. But as well, like we're like kind of promoting if somebody sees us right now, and we can give them a little mocktail. If they mention that they were
there
here.
you go, folks. Okay, if you mention when you head there that you saw them on SA Live, you get a complimentary mocktail, right? Okay.
Yes.
And tell folks where you're located, because you're in Alamo Heights, right?
Yes.
Yes, Alamo Heights. It's 3615 Broadway. It's behind the Cheaper Books.
Okay.
It's like in front of the Whitty Museum parking garage through Avenue B, or you can access from Broadway. Easiest through Avenue
So
B.
if you know where the dinosaur is, right there by the Whitty, go to the dinosaur and just kind of look down right there.
Yeah, go to the left, you go to the Whitty Museum parking garage, and you're going to see us.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Way to dig into that sandwich.
For more information on Paladar Fusion Mexico Cuba, head to SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just scan that QR code on your screen.
All right, it's a fitness program that combines combatives and functional training. We're going to tell you all about it. Stay with us.
Well, you asked and they listened. West Shore Home is now offering a full bathroom remodeling package, and we share the details on this hot deal. That's next.
A
A brand new bathroom in just 2 to 3 days. Yes, you heard me right. West Shore Home is now offering a full bathroom remodeling package, and you can get a special deal on it today. Joining us right now is General Manager Michael Waddell. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, what's included in this full bathroom remodeling package?
Well, full bathroom means full bathroom, right? So brand new shower. We'll take it all the way down to the studs, new plumbing, new shower pan, new walls, new floors, new vanity, new countertop, and new comfort height toilet.
So everything behind that door is going to be brand new.
Yes,
like you
sir.
said. All right. Customer-friendly timeline. How do you do this in 2 to 3 days? Because you guys think about bathroom remodels and taking out the old tile and everything.
Right.
Big mess.
Yeah, it can be. That's why we control the process from beginning to end. We have our own installers. We don't use subcontractors ever, so we eliminate the middleman. From the moment they're hired, every bit of their training, the schedule, all of it is in-house. So the same crew that shows up to your house on Monday to start the demo is going to be the same crew that leaves your house Tuesday afternoon with a brand new bathroom.
So it's almost like a pit crew in a race or something like that. Everybody knows what their specific job is.
Exactly.
Instead of like, where's the guy that's supposed to do this and all that, right?
That's the perfect analogy.
Okay. What kind of products do you offer?
Beautiful new acrylic shower, so very easy to clean. No harsh chemicals are ever needed for cleaning. Long-lasting floors in wood grain or stone finish. State-of-the-art finishing on our vanities. Easy closed drawers. Solid surface countertops that can't be penetrated, so there's no staining, chipping, or any of that. And then comfort height toilets, so it's easy on us old guys.
He's right. And you have a special deal just for folks watching today, right?
Absolutely. So give us a call. We'll get someone to your home within the next 24 hours. I've got design consultants waiting to come out and design the perfect shower for you. We'll waive the install fee, so free installation. You're only paying for the product. We will also offer either 0% financing or a low monthly payment that's going to fit your budget. We can help everyone.
So somebody can come out to my house and look at it and give me a design, and then when would they finally get in with demolition and remodeling?
It really depends on what you buy.
Okay.
But right now we're about 6 weeks out. So if you want this for that big July 4th party, families coming in, you've got family staying with you, call us today. We'll get it done.
Well, call now to get free installation of your project. West Shore Home also offers interest-free financing or low monthly budget payments to fit any budget. Just scan that QR code on your screen to see if you qualify for this offer, or give them a call at 888-4-WEST SHORE. That's 888-493-7874. You can also visit the website westshorehome.com/full-bath. Michael, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right, this is fitness and combative class. There's only one program like it in San Antonio. We're gonna get preview, guys.
Welcome back to SA Live. Well, she's kicking butt and taking names.
Oh, yes, indeed. And boy, some valuable skills and things to learn for self-defense. Jen Tobias-Strusky is back out there at STW Krav Maga. Jen, what are you doing now?
Yes, okay, you got a little sneak peek, right? We're doing what's called Rev Hit, okay? It's a very unique program. I'm gonna let Paige Hardy, and I'm gonna introduce her. She's the instructor for it. Tell us more about it. So tell me about this program.
So awesome. Rev Hit is a hopefully soon to be national program. Currently the only place that you can train with this program is here in San Antonio at STW. What it is a class that combines Krav Maga combatives as well as functional training. Basically anything you can do with the barbell, you can do with this pod bag, right? Super cool. Now the other thing is, we know in life when we're moving around, we're moving boxes, we're carrying babies, we're pushing things, we're grabbing things, we're moving, whatever. Life isn't perfect, right?
Right.
Sometimes things are a little uneven. So that pod bag is uneven, right? So we've got a heavy side on the right side, and we've got a little bit of a lighter side. So when we work this pod bag, we're gonna start with fitness today and show you how you can use it. make sure that you balance your weight out, right? So we're gonna start nice and easy. We're gonna bend over with that pod bag, hinge at the hips, overhand grip, and we're just going to pull into a row. So driving that pod bag into the belly button and right back down. Beautiful. Couple more pulls, squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. Once more, up and drop it down. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go into what's called a high pull, straight up underneath your chin. Pull it up nice and tall. Stand up nice and straight. Good. Let's go 2 more. Okay. You're doing awesome. Good job. Last one and down. Good. Now we're gonna flip it. Okay. So you're gonna keep that overhand grip. You're gonna pull with all your might, big and tall, and let it flip, catch, hold, and bring it down. And again, up, and bring it down. Good, relax. Now, that is called your clean, one of my favorite movements. Now we're gonna add the press. Okay. So we're gonna flip it, ready, flip, and push it up overhead, bring it back down, down. And again, ready, flip, clean, big press, down and down. How's that feel? Great. Yeah? Very cool. So those are some of our
But I'm kind of mad at the bag. Like, I need something. Okay, so what's next?
Yes, absolutely. So now that we've shown you how you can do some fitness movements, and keep in mind, literally anything with the fitness, right? Yes. Anything you can do with the barbell, get creative. You got planks, push-ups, all sorts of things. Now, we move to what's called a stand-up fight. This is so fun. This tool is so awesome. If you don't have the ability to have heavy bags hanging from your ceiling, putting them in your building, you can use this tool to strike as well as the fitness. So here's how we strike. Open palm strike to start. Left foot is forward, right foot's back. Hang on tight to that handle like it's somebody's hair. And we're gonna just throw a palm strike forward. Go for it, guys. Good. Beautiful, yes, and time. Listening for that pop. That was beautiful.
Time.
That's okay, she was in it, you were in it. All right, now make a nice tight fist. Okay. Meaty side of the pinky side of the hand like a hammer to a nail. Okay. We're gonna throw a hammer fist, but I want you to go straight across, right here on the cheekbone, right? And push down, ready, go. Yeah, make that pop. Let's hear that sound. Get it, girl, get it. Woo, and time. One more. Okay, one more. Are you good? Yeah. All right, so elbow, love the elbow. Actually, there's 2 more, I'm sorry. 2 fingers here on that hard surface of the elbow, right across the bridge of the nose. Same stance, same hold. Right across that face. Okay. Ready, guys? Go. Work it. Yes. One more and time. Yes, one for good measure.
You got like 15 seconds.
Cool. Last one. Okay. Knees. All right. Hang on to that pod bag. Yes. Pull it in. Drive the hips, and everybody go. Yes. And that is your stand-up fight.
Okay, how can somebody sign up for this awesome class?
We have our summer special going on right now. 10 classes for $20. Go to stwfit.com and sign up now.
And don't forget about the self-defense classes they also have here. Paige, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
And thank you, Pete. He's back there. This has been really amazing. Class is awesome. You guys are all awesome. I'm gonna send it back to you. Mike and Fiona, I'm out of breath. I need some water.
I am never gonna tease or pick on you again, Jen.
Right?
Wow.
Okay, for more information, you know what to do. Head to our website or scan that QR code.
All right, safety first. How to protect your kids during the summer swim season. Watch infants learn how to swim.
Plus, learn your treatment options for varicose and spider veins. We talked to your local experts with a combined 60 years plus of experience. Well, if you're wondering what causes spider veins and if they can be fixed, the answers are here at the Vascular Institute of San Antonio. And joining me right now is registered nurse Elizabeth Gonzalez. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
So tell us about the Vascular Institute of San Antonio and what you offer here.
Okay. We are a group of peripheral vascular and foot and ankle surgeons specializing in treating arteries and veins outside your brain and your heart. Out of our 12 surgeons, we have 3 of which have 60 years of combined experience treating varicose veins in an office setting.
So what causes, varicose and spider veins?
It's largely hereditary. Veins, unlike arteries, have the difficult task of carrying blood out of the legs, and because of that are very heavily dependent on valves that are mounted on the vein wall, and with the use of relaxation and contraction of muscle, pumps the blood upward. Genetic factors make these veins stretch, and the valves are no longer working like they should, causing pressure to build in the veins, and causing bulging veins that distend outside the skin, and in this case of spider veins, they just become closer to the skin surface and you see them as purple and red veins.
And so when should people seek treatment?
Varicose veins are quite common. 1 in 4 people will develop some kind of varicosities in their lifetime and may never have medical issues with them. However, should you develop leg fatigue, swelling, pain, and discomfort, and especially if there's skin discoloration below the knee, it's advised that you come see one of our vascular surgeons before it turns into more complicated things such as skin breakdown and ulcers and infection and inflammation in the tissue.
And so you mentioned seeing one of the surgeons. What treatments are available?
Well, if you present with large varicose veins, an ultrasound will determine how high up in the leg these valves are no longer working like they should. And that pressure point may have to be addressed. That can be done with an introduction of a catheter through a tiny little needle hole, and we either inject a glue or we seal it with a laser inside the vein. Then subsequently we may have to remove some of the distended veins that remain down lower in your leg, or they may just be the problem you presented with originally, and those are removed through tiny little punctures in the skin that are not visible, no sutures or anything, it's just little tapes in the skin. Lastly, the very small cosmetic veins, spider veins, and the green reticular veins as we call them, are done with sclerotherapy, which is an introduction of a chemical that irritates the wall of the vein and shuts it down.
And so 11 locations around town, right?
Correct.
Okay, and we are at the Huebner location?
Yes. Vein treatments are offered at our Hardy Oak Boulevard location and our Huebner location.
Okay, and registered nurse Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you so much. For more information on the Vascular Institute of San Antonio, all you have to do is give them a call at 210-962-5709 or visit the website vascularinstitutesa.com. We dive into the swim program that's teaching infants and toddlers survival skills in the water.
At just 13 months old, Cash knows what to do if he's in the water. He finds his float. 18-month-old Bella is practicing her survival skills dressed in winter clothes because drowning knows no season.
I think ISR is very essential. It actually saved our son's life.
Xander is 4 years old, and with a pool in their backyard, his parents have had him in ISR lessons since he was 1. In the winter, after his first session, Xander fell into their pool.
We actually had some heavy equipment in our backyard, and so the whole family was distracted watching this large machine working on a tree in the backyard, and Xander was distracted and walked right into the pool with fully clothed with winter clothes on and shoes.
The whole family was outside, but the machinery, we couldn't hear him splash into the water. So all we heard was the cries for help, and he had already rotated and moved to the side of the pool and was raising his hand and yelling for help. So it saved his life.
So ISR teaches self-rescue starting at 6 months old. As long as the child's strong enough to sit up, they are able to learn with repetition how to roll back, go in the water face in, roll back and find their float, rest and breathe until help arrives. If they're over a year old, depending on their readiness, they can learn to swim, float, swim. So they're going to enter the water face in, swim first. When they need a breath, they're going to roll back and find their float, rest and breathe, and flip back over and either swim to the edge or the steps, wherever they need to get to be safe.
You flip. You did a flip. Can you show me starfish?
Sherry Spar has been coaching in San Marcos for 24 years and says these skills are never to replace adult supervision, recommending these 4 layers of protection for parents and caregivers. Have alarms on doors that alert you if your child heads outside. Make sure there's a fence around the pool. Have designated water watchers or be in the water with your child, and ISR self-rescue lessons.
Good job, Lila.
When introducing your child to the water, Coach Spar says there are common mistakes parents may make.
A lot of times, since it's just a lack of education on the body posture, I think that's what it comes down to. A lot of parents and grandparents may be catching their child in the air, letting them jump off the side and catching them in the air. So they're in that vertical posture when they enter the water instead of the horizontal posture. And they also, then they're not used to getting their face in the water, just along with the false sense of security of puddle jumpers, water wings.
According to a recent report from the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, 74 children have drowned in Texas this year. Statistics that keep parents committed to these lessons 5 days a week, 10 minutes a day for 6 weeks.
Slide, go. Kick, 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 reach and pull.
For Xander's mom and dad, that commitment and last line of defense made all the difference that winter day.
You don't realize how quiet it can really be and how important it is that they are able to save themselves, because even if there is an adult outside, we don't always know how fast it can happen and how quiet it can happen.
Tomorrow on SA Live, with a weekend this hot, and it's going to be a scorcher, you need expert advice on keeping cool. We meet a family that's been serving San Antonio cool treats for decades and find out favorite frosty, cool snacks.
Plus, a mix of creativity and caffeine. How you can check out a competition where artists are turning coffee into a steamy masterpiece. It's tomorrow at 1, right here on SA Live. All right, well, if you want tickets to Frozen the Musical, KSAT is giving them away. 2 lucky winners will each get 4 tickets to the show at the Majestic Theater. Just scan the QR code to enter the contest. Good luck.
All right, you know something? With a weekend that is going to be this hot, you need expert advice on keeping cool. We need a family. Look at those cool. This is cooling me off already just looking at those pictures.
Plus, a mix of creativity and caffeine, how you can check out a competition where artists are turning coffee into a steamy masterpiece.
You know, we just did the story about swim lessons for itty bitties, but remember, nothing beats parental supervision.
Absolutely, as the coach said. We will see you here tomorrow at 1.